welcome back to Layers of Fear. If you remember, we did the final chapter, chapter 6, and it just showed how the artist, the protagonist, was spiraling into madness, I guess, due to his obsession with trying to paint a masterpiece, his greatest masterpiece, that being the beautiful looks of his wife before she got badly burnt in a fire. And he was doing that by using various body parts of his late wife. There were a couple of things I did not understand. We're going to go through the DLC. That will hopefully clear up a few issues. So let's jump straight into this. I will try my hardest to get as much of it. It goes for about an hour. We'll do about half an hour.
When I was a child, I used to lay in bed late at night, staring at the ceiling, listening to my father scream. Scream at my mother, scream at yet another failed masterpiece. Finally, just scream out into the darkness. It became my lullaby. And even when they took me away, the screams followed. I was once told that insanity runs in my family. It's time to make it stop.
So I think this is the key issue. It's all about sickness, insanity, and death were the angels that surrounded my cradle, and they have followed me throughout my life. Edvard Munch. If we turn around, I think there's a paper on the... Oh, we can press flashlight. Oh, jeez, that's bright. Dear friend, today, before I leave for my new appointment, I intend to make one final attempt to communicate with you, since you have obviously decided not to answer my calls or letters. I shall endeavour to speak with you in person. If you're reading this, then I have clearly failed, and for that I apologise. Should you choose to ignore me, I will slip this letter under the door. Hopefully you can at least read it, for old time's sake. If me knocking on the door has caused you any discomfort, please know that that was not my intent. I wish I could tell you that I've found some miracle solution to your problem, but unfortunately such is not the case. Do know that, as your legal representative, I always did my best, and that is the God's honest truth. Unfortunately, I feel that the issues you're struggling with go way beyond my expertise. At this point, I once again feel the urge to ask you to reconsider seeking professional help. But let's be honest, if you were to listen to me, you would have done it a long time ago. I regret it had to end this way. Know that you and your family will always be in my thoughts. Your old friend, James Jerome Sadler, attorney at law. So that was evidently to the painter, which we don't know his name. It was in the 1920s. We're now playing the role of the daughter, who's grown up by about 20 years. I suggested that there might be more than one family, because, again, you got this picture here. All the pictures in this game are from open source, so they're actually legitimate pictures, not something Bloober actually. So, for instance, that is a legitimate open source picture, and why they chose to use this. Now, Bloober is a Polish development team who are into psychological horror games, more likely walking simulators. This is a psychedelic one, because it explores mental illness, and that's been the main focus. I've seen developer interviews saying that this isn't supernatural. I've seen developers say it is kind of, but we didn't want that to be the main focus of the story that we were trying to say. And I kind of feel that not everyone was on exactly the same page, and so you had the various different developers and designers doing all sorts of things. Of course, it had to be approved by a board. So in the end, they kind of... But I think it's possible that they may have been leaving various things for people, for each other to explore or discover. So the idea is to find as many notes as possible. We've got one here. My beloved, I've been thinking about what happened. I've been trying to understand. My dear, help me. I just don't understand. Why would you do it? Did you feel like there was no other way? Tell me. God damn it. What did I do to deserve this? I did my best. You know I did. I gave you everything. Oh, okay. Why would you do this to us? So I don't know what that's referring to. Whether that's referring to the fact that, again, he didn't kill his wife. His wife committed suicide after she was tragically burnt. She felt unloved. She had a lot of things going on. And regardless of the biological, or regardless of the hospitalizations or the work done on it, actually we might go down here. Regardless of all the work done on it, they couldn't get rid of that freakish grin. That now you'll see again. This happened to him as well, and it could be supernatural. It could be, something that's got a cause this. I doubt a rat caused it. But it could also be part of the mental illness, in the fact that it's really saying that for the painter, the mental illness really started every time he was on the canvas, but it's always with him. So as soon as he walks through the front door, he's still imagining things that aren't really there. And that was the whole thing with the rats, where the rats real to the pest controller it wasn't. But when we looked inside the closet, we found a rat hole. Like, I doubt it, he's chewing away at the wood himself. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Kirkstein, I once again implore you to give me back my daughter. I give her back. Give her back. Give her back. Oh, okay. Best regards. I'm glad he finished it off on best regards. I'm sure that would have had an effect. And again, at the end, he said, after he completed his masterpiece, he still realized it wasn't going to bring his daughter back, and it wasn't going to bring his wife back that committed suicide either. And so he kind of... And she's experiencing the same things where...
No, that's not how it went. Maybe... No, that... What? Is that?
Was I supposed to pick that up? I think so.
Yes! That's it!
So his father was trying to play the piano the same way that his beautiful wife played the piano before she was horribly disfigured in the fire. If you have a look, now all the Bloober team, a lot of the developers that worked on this actually worked on... Can I still open that? Yeah, I can. They actually had master degree in arts, so hence you see a lot of the beautiful artistry that has gone in here is just breathtaking. Having said that, Bloober has been criticized quite a bit for stealing ideas as well. PT, for instance. And there has been a lot of YouTubers have quite convincing arguments that, while they improve ideas, they hide the fact that they're borrowing ideas from other people, it's still the case. Okay. Best range.
This place is a mess.
I can hear you in there. I'm coming, you furry little bastards. You're not getting away this time.
I'm getting away. Hide.
Oh, where did I put that damn key?
So that was, again, the painter talking about the rats, how he became obsessed. Now, it had to be a rat. We had to. We didn't create the mouse hole, surely. Maybe we went overboard, or agreed, but, I don't see how that was part of the mental illness. Again, we got Hawaii, why wait for hell? You deserve it now. I have no idea.
Still alive.
So you can see rats. Now, every time he saw rats, they would disappear and everything else. But I think life is actually referring to the blowflies. There's still life in the house, blowflies. Oh, we can turn it on. Oh, no water. Okay. Okay. Again, can't see ourselves ever. Bluebird did that on purpose. Okay. Not really much else we can do in there. Is there something over here, I think? There you go. What's this one? National Kennel Association, established 1889. Certificate of Pedigree Popule. Okay, well now we... Oh, Doberman. Okay. What's Popule? That's not his name, surely. So he was male. So, okay. So he was a Doberman. Okay, well, we've got the idea. And we don't know what actually happened to the dog in the end. We'll soon come across some sort of hint.
Ugh. Ugh, it reeks in here.
Now, this is where it reeks the most. This is because this is where the wife was actually contained. And we'll get to see that. Of course, in the first version, we saw a shopping list, I think it was on here, about air fresheners and apples and all sorts of things. Probably, maybe even as to why he had so many apples, to try and cover the stench, I think, to some degree.
I swear, that dog doesn't shut up!
I let him out.
How the hell did you get out? Go on, get out of here! Before I find a way to keep you in there for good.
So we let the dog out, and the dog was annoying. And you can see that he bricked it up, and he put air fresheners all on the outside of the wall. This stain is probably the body of our wife. It's been cleaned up, or the body's been taken out. We seem to have come back to get answers. We have never seen our dad since we were evacuated by the child services, I guess. And so I guess we've come back here to try and find some answers. I don't think we will we find the answers. And I think that's interesting. What we're finding, what we're discovering, is that we're starting to understand our father more, because we have that same mental illness. We are hallucinating. We are having the same issues. So going through the house is actually connecting us on that basis. Actually, was there a picture there? Did I miss the picture? Did I grab the picture? Oh, there we go. I didn't grab the picture. Oh, he was trying to cut the dog? He's trying to do something to the dog there. He's trying to put the dog on here. Don't know, because originally it was a gift for his wife. The noise that it made just drove him insane. So, all right. So this
When
is.
was the last time this place saw sunlight?
I didn't see the canvas isn't here anymore, and things are a little bit more. That's where the 6 items, the body parts were. You see the scribbling still there. Got some paint. Hopefully that's not blood. Still running. Okay, so in this section, you can either choose to paint the picture according to how your father wishes, or you can use your crayons and be a rebellious child. I'm going to try and...
What are you doing? Put that down! You're much too old for that childish nonsense.
I'm going to try and unlock achievement, so we'll do that. Now, there's a snake that wanders around here. I think I have to go... I think I actually have to go this way. Yeah, I don't have to go this way. Well, we're this way now, so we'll... Okay. Do I have to move? Okay.
The little girl in red was walking through the woods when suddenly, out of nowhere, jumped out you know who. Eyes glowing bloody red, teeth sharp as razors, and yet the big bad wolf did not seem to faze her. Be careful, little girl, the big bad wolf sneered. You're in Fantasyland, where things ain't what they seem. Oh, shush, you big old meanie, the frightened girl exclaimed. You're the only threat in this wonderful land. With my magic crayons, I can do no harm. I can make the trees yellow, turn them upside down, turn grass into candy, make the sky go red. I can do whatever pops into my head. The wolf was unimpressed with his show of skill. You do have the power to do what you will. Alas, I humbly urge you to practice restraint, for you are responsible for what you create. You're nasty, jealous, and mean, said the little girl. I just want to have fun, and you want me to learn. I wish a big old rock would fall down from the sky and crush your big bad mouth into a mincemeat pie. Don't do it, I beg you, the big wolf cried. You lack scale and perspective, my sweet little child. But it was too late. His warning fell on deaf ears. Down came the rock and smashed them all to smithereens.
Nice happy ending. I was going to have a look at the teddy bears, damn it. So that wasn't actually where I wanted to go. It's a bit of a maze, Warren. Well, we'll try this side. Maybe it's... This might be a bit more promising. Yep. Grab the crayon. This is what we
Creativity
want.
is not a toy. It's a gift. Do you want to squander it like all those careless brats out there? I warned you time and time again. I won't let you waste time on these mindless doodles. This is for your own good.
There's a snake. We'll let the snake go. Now there was a... There's the thing that we need. I should have turned the train. Oh, here's a second. Might as well finish off the show.
Shh. Shh.
The little girl in red came upon a crossroads. There she stopped and wondered, which way should I go?
Shh.
Up jumped the wolf and gave the poor girl a fright. Do not be afraid. I'm not gonna bite. One of these paths with danger is fraught, while the other one, most assuredly, is not. The little girl in red took a shortcut she knew, through a lovely field of corn, all covered in dew. But the field grew dark and full of despair. An eerie sense of dread filled the morning air. The girl heard the wolf yelling from afar. "You have chosen poorly. You will not get far. Had you only learned how shadow and light intertwined on canvas, you could have chosen right." The little girl in red ran as fast as she could, her flowing dark hair tucked under her hood. But she quickly got tired, worn out by her flight, and succumbed to the darkness, never to see the light.
To be continued. So, well, it's better than Cats the musical. Okay, where are we now? Oh, I have no idea. It's over here. See, this is the problem, you get lost and it's, oh, here's the lamps. I can hear, snake over there. Might actually go where the snake was. Snake's less likely to go back. Might actually go. I can't. Oh, here. No, that's not it. Here we go. Is this? Yes. Alright. Pick up the brush.
Finally! Are you ready to embrace...
Oh, the summer trees. So green and vibrant and full of life, but
I
also young and inexperienced.
I like how
Let's
his
try to find them a more poignant season.
voice
Where they are
changes to
wiser,
loving father.
have some stories to tell.
Okay, so the objective is to basically just find the colors that he wants. And there's our dog, whatever his name was. So we'll want to find red. Oh, hello. Okay. Our dog has the ability to teleport. Lovely. Okay, so we'll put that one on.
Ah, yes! The autumn of life, when man seeks shelter from the elements. Let's see how our little hut fares when the skies grow dark.
So we're after black now. Again, a lot of it's just walking around. I guess at first was I even scared about the dog? Not really. Kind of sorry. And now the game turns into a dung beetle simulation. You just gotta roll this up the hill. Of course, you'll notice that from Scooter from Observer, and they used some of their assets in this, well, not assets, some of their stuff in this game to. There we go. For their other games, you'll find it in also. Oh, I've forgotten the name of it now. But anyway, so now we just got to take this back. And
You see? In the end, all we take for granted is fragile and temporary. Man passes, while nature endures.
so once we're done,
Speaking of which, I don't think our proud stallion likes the weather. Let's brighten things up a bit.
okay. So we're gonna disobey Dad. You see this? This is a picture that we drew to say that we were going to become Excalibur. We're gonna disobey dear old Dad, and we're gonna go back.
I warned you time and time again! I won't let you waste time on these mindless doodles! This is for your own good!
Far out, he became really quick, didn't he? So now what we can do is we can shift this It's pretty hard. You just got to keep pushing up and up, and hopefully we'll get this out before the snake comes over. That would be nice. Come on. There we go. We are now protected by the... Now we go find the snake and we go kill the beast. And that will stop his rubbish, wherever he is. Well, it doesn't matter here, we'll eventually come across him. What we want to do is we want to find all the other pictures. Is there any picture there? Sometimes pictures on the ground that you have to... Oh, that's the... we got... Oh, here we go. Sounds like we're going to come across him. There he is, over there. Dead. Dead as a doornail. Okay. On this one, you want to make sure you go in, because you can get stuck out there. And our mum wasn't buried outside in the ground, unless she was at first, and then he dug her up. It's a little bit weird, that one. Or was it just we did not know the true situation of our mum? Did our dad just say, oh no, she's buried in the ground somewhere? You know, was it a fake place? Is a possibility. Okay, so what I'm going to do is now go over to that. What's this? I don't know if I'm going to get all this stuff done. I'll try my hardest, but it's a bit of a rabbit warren, this thing. So now we're in a little cubby house, as we were as a child, and again, remember we had the dolls that Fafa used to keep giving us when after he became angry, a violent drunk, and as a means of saying I was sorry. And yes, it's strange, like as I said, it's possible we started using those dolls to imitate Mummy, because they shaped very similar. I mean, again, I could be looking into things too much, but it's all that plausible. You understand that, you know, she would have emotional issues. And this is what the whole basis of the game is it's looking at that from a psychedelic point. She's inherited the same problem. I think I can grab this one.
Are you trying to annoy me? This is not what I've taught you.
I don't think this is... Oh, hang on. It's over here. I think I've done that area. Why is there plants here? I'm a bit lost, to tell you the truth. What's on that masterpiece there? I can do that one.
What? You think I'm enjoying this? You think I'm doing this out of spite? Get it right next time and I won't have to fix it for you.
That turns it into a lollipop situation. Again, I think the dog was burnt in the house fire, because even in, you know, when a house was burning, Might see that a bit later. I'm pretty confident that the dog died in the house fire when our wife set fire to the Lady in Black portrait that we did of her. It's up here. Yeah. So there's a picture here that's easy to miss. And evidently have to go in here. So we're back down to the main game. This was birthday, I think it was. Again, getting contorted memories. Okay. So we've picked that one up. I have this funny feeling it's... Yeah, I told... That's an easy one to miss. It was somewhere there. Don't think there's... I think it might actually be... I'll just have a quick look again. Oh, there's a train. Hang on. Actually, did I? So that train goes... Okay, I'm missing a Jack-in-the-Box too. I forgot. Okay. Jack-in-the-Box is down here, I think. We're evidently into trains as well. Okay, so there's the Jack-in-the-Box. So again,
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
you can click that, but just don't click the canvas. You want to switch back to paintbrush. Oh, hello. Over here, I think, is one. I don't know what I'm missing here. Don't see anything there. I'm thinking of... That was a symbol of a dad. He's the big bad wolf. Oh, it's an eye. Okay. Alright. There's teacups. I don't think we followed the teacups yet. So now there is one here too. There. That's easy to miss. Okay, that's evidently our father. Is that all? I think that's actually it, guys. I think that's pretty much everything in this little rabbit warren. I don't think there's... I don't remember spinning top though. Do you remember spinning top? I did miss a train lever, but I don't think it really does anything. Oh, here we go. Scary music for no reason whatsoever. Yeah, I don't understand what the point of this is. So as you go out of the screen, you just morph into another area. Basically, that's how it works. I don't think there's anything out here. So we'll continue on down this way. And I think I'm lost. Okay, what's here? What is here? Oh, okay. There I've been. Okay, so we go down this way. I've done the door. Gone the wrong way. So it is insanely difficult to navigate. I like how there's different footprints. If you look at the footprints, you see the dog. Dog's actually growing a lot older. There's 2 stages of his development. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything over here. No. Alright, so let's do the...
Finally! Are you ready to embrace true... You see? In the end, all we take for granted is fragile and temporary. Man passes, while nature endures. Speaking of which, I don't think our proud stallion likes the weather. Let's brighten things up a bit.
And you remember there was a horse burning as well. So the property must have had quite severe, if it went to the stables. And this section is why I think the dog actually died in the fire. Because the dog's here, he's trying to escape or do something. And I think our wife may have been the actual one responsible for killing the dog. Which might have even compounded her guilt even more so. But she was angry at that point in time. She wanted to, she wanted to hurt us. I felt like I was getting followed then. She wanted to hurt us. I actually did jump then. I jumped out of my $11. Wasn't ready for that one. And now we... Again, the house on fire. You see the ashes and everything else. This is actually... How do I... Okay. I think this is how you get back. Now, this is pretty much it. We're just coming down to the home stretch. And then we'll do the second story afterwards. And that'll be it for the DLC. The second takes about half an hour as well. Okay.
That's right. The sun bestows its kind rays upon the land. It's getting warmer and warmer until finally, marvelous, isn't it? I know it seems like a tragedy, but a beautiful tragedy is always better than an unremarkable existence.
Beautiful tragedy is better than an unremarkable
way.
existence.
I believe he meant well. He wanted me to excel, hoping that when the time came, I would succeed where he failed. Avoid his mistakes. God knows he made plenty of those.
I'm wondering if that was a way of his coping mechanism as well with the whole thing. And you can just grab the pictures there. And I am missing a picture somehow. I don't know how I'm missing a picture because I thought I grabbed 4 of them. Damn it. Dear Sir, in my line of work one becomes used to receiving all kinds of correspondence, obsessive letters from failed authors, threats from offended readers. I guess you could say it comes with the territory. However, never in my 20 years of running a publishing house have I read anything quite like your recent letters. While I always try to keep my composure in light of your continuous and increasingly enthusiastic output, I find it exceedingly difficult to reply in a civilized manner. Hence, let me be painfully clear. We at Marshall and Waters take pride in our numerous publications, especially our acclaimed encyclopedias. Our staff of esteemed academics work tirelessly to provide our readers with the most up-to-date information and include the latest scientific data. Unfortunately, your findings have nothing to do with real science and the visual references you have provided, although impressive from a purely artistic standpoint, are not proof of anything. Honestly, your continuing attempts at redefining the rat and exposing its true vile nature, have turned from being simply tiresome to deeply disturbing. If this was some misguided attempt at performance art, then I must say I find it poor taste. If, however, you were being serious, I humbly advise you to seek professional help. In either case, I do not wish to receive any further correspondence from you. Regards, Charles Joseph. Although impressive from a purely artistic, are not proof of anything. Honestly, your continuing attempts at redefining the rat. I wonder if, okay, so evidently and he kept drawing the rat differently. Again, I have this feeling that the rat is a wife, because it's around the bed, it's in the bathtub where she committed suicide. The rats come out of her at one point. I'm really starting to see that big connection there. Something I didn't know before. Yeah, don't have your flashlight on when you go down there, and you'll be able to see the picture and pick up the picture. Also, when you go into this cutscene, lock the door. And I've had to do 2 different walkthroughs. I'm thinking, oh, there's the other picture. Okay, so and again, that's where our wife died. I picked that up, but I've had to cut the edit because something stuffed up halfway. So those are 4 pictures that we have at the moment, and the idea is to get 9 pictures and to arrange them into a person. Hopefully we'll finish that next time. Until then, bye for now.